Hello, I am this Shaman Pal, like I've always am. And I didn't think I was going to do another episode so soon, but I went on a little trip, and as you can tell by the upside down Cheez-It box, I got some things. Didn't exactly go to where I was going to plan, but I still visited a few places, and then, picked up a few things and whatnot. And that is the kitty cat. Hello, kitty cat. She's like, this is a Cheez-It box, but there's no Cheez-Its. Why is there no Cheez-Its in here, human? You disappoint me. But that's okay. She's a kitty cat. She'll understand. But yeah, first up was this. I went to a couple Goodwills, but this is really all I picked up at the one Goodwill. Picked up a manga or mangoes. Get Backers. Never really heard of this one. Volume 4. I always pick up random mangas whenever I can, because you just never know. Even if it's something I'm not too interested in, I'm sure, see if, like, anybody ever needs a copy or anything, or... You never know, and if I get, like, if I see, whenever I see them and get them together and maybe have a set, it's like, yeah, I can either trade them off or something. You never know, but I mean... Get Backers, could be good. I mean, it's Volume 4, so I can't just jump into Volume 4. Got Snoopy, or Peanuts, excuse me. Charlie Brown Christmas, a classic. My dad is actually a big fan of the Peanuts holiday specials. So I picked that up out of my Christmas DVDs. And yes, Bible Man, Genesis. It just includes 2 episodes, but I saw this. I was a little hesitant at first, but I'm like, yeah, it's Bible Man. I have to pick it up. Do that one in just a bit. Yep, Deal or No Deal. It just happened to be laying behind all the DVDs. I do apologize that I didn't capture any, like, footage of me finding this stuff. For the meanwhile, what I'm thinking is, LGR, whenever he does his, thrift hunts, he, has these sunglasses, or any kind of glasses with the camera in it. And that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, but so for the meanwhile, instead of just using my phone, I'm just going to post updates like this once I get enough haul, up until I get the glasses, because I think it would just be better just getting those kind of camera glasses. But anyway, Deal or No Deal. Like I said, it was just hidden behind some DVDs, and Nintendo DS. I didn't have it. Then I picked up a CD, Blue Bolt of Angels. I'm not gonna lie, the cover really intrigued me, or the artwork on it. I really haven't looked up much info on the band itself, but I took a listen to it in the on the car trip. I was thinking it was gonna be like techno, but it was really not. It really is like that old garage band kind of feel, kind of stuff. It's not too bad. This album was made with our personal equipment at 4 different locations over the course of a year, despite conflicting school/work schedules, family concerns, and location differences. We were able to pull together and finish. It's not perfect, but neither are we. And we thought and though it's finally done, we're just getting started, BB. But yeah, it definitely has that. Listen to the music, it definitely has that garage band kind of feel. I like the CD I mentioned too. Like I said, I picked it up mainly because of the imagery around the CD case. And I do like techno music, but like I said, it's not techno, but I think it's pretty cool song. Pretty cool songs on here. Pretty neat. Blue Bolt of Angels. Alright, so that was just the Goodwill stuff, but now, let's bring in the Cheez-It box. Cheez-Its. Actually, let me see if I can improve their lighting here a little bit. Alright, so I just turned on my ceiling fan light. So, perfect, perfect lighting. I'm totally professional. But anyway, yeah, in the Cheez-It box, I went to this thrift marketplace Because it looked really interesting. Like, there's a couple of thrift places in the state that I've come across where they actually took over, like, old school buildings and old factory places and just converted them into a thrift shop. And it gives off an interesting vibe, I gotta say. But anyway, this whole box here altogether cost me a little over $48. So what did I get at this thrift store? Some interesting stuff. Starting with 2 Sega Genesis games. You know, Sonic Spinball and basically the equivalent to the Super Scope for Sega Genesis. They all have prices on them, but you know, I had some of them knock down the price on it and whatnot. But yeah, 2 Sega Genesis games I didn't own. Not much of a Sega Genesis guy, but you know, if I can find a pretty good deal, then I'll find a pretty good deal. Yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting. The Memory Card 2X for PlayStation. 30 blocks. That's a lot of blocks. But yeah, it's basically a case to hold your memory cards, which I thought was pretty funny. Like, this is the one that it's advertising on the front. Little button on top there. And then just Pelican Accessories memory card. I remember when the PlayStation first came out, and it was so difficult to get memory cards for it. Bonus storage case. But I thought it was just like an interesting little piece of PlayStation stuff. Put that to the side there. Then I also picked up a couple PlayStation 1 games, funny enough. We got Racing, and I just talked about this in the last episode, or the episode before, one of those two. This was part of the Simple series in Japan that just literally just got called Racing in the States. I checked out all the discs, and they're all pretty good. They're actually really clean, considering, because most of the times in thrift stores like the one I came across, and the cat's going crazy, but that's okay. The discs are like normally like all scratched up. That is not even worth it, truth be told. But no, this one's got a few scratches on it, but nothing too extreme. But they all have their manuals, and the cases themselves are pretty good condition. But we got Racing, got Battlebird Castle Chaos. This one just seems really interesting. Got some FMVs going on there. And then Patriotic Pinball. Because, yes. So, you know, some cheapo PlayStation 1 games. Let me move this box to the ground here, so that way we can go, get it all out, you know, easily access it. Got a PS2 game, Ford Racing 3, just a random, you know, little PS2 game. The purple tags, they were having a thing over there where it's 50% off purple tag stuff, so I only paid $1.50 for this. If you don't count the discounts off of this particular one. I had the game, had the case, manual, all that good stuff. Not much in the racing games, but if I can get a good deal on it, then I'll add it to the collection, because why not? I think I'll save those for last. Oh, here's my little ticket that they wrote out. $48.87 altogether. All sales final, no refunds or exchanges. Item left over 5 days will be sold for storage fees. Okay. Alright. Then, you know, it was this whole little section over there that had a bunch of toys, actually. Some of these, I'm actually going to... Well, actually, I don't need to show those, do I? Just in case. Why not? It's alright. Because I picked up, I think it was only just one that I picked up for my dad for Father's Day. But, a little Hamtaro thing back in the day. I think Hamtaro was pretty cute, so, I saw this and, picked it up. When Burger King did a couple of these. Can't remember this guy's name, though, off the top of my head. Honestly, the only one I really remember is Hamtaro. But yeah, just a couple of knickknacks here and there. Got Bowser. Just for the good old knickknack shelf. Picked up 2 Koopa shells. 50 cents a piece for those. Mario hitting a power box. Let's see if we can, Mario tries so hard. Camera keeps going out of focus, but this is my cell phone, it's kind of blah. Picked a little mini Undertaker here. This was the little gift I got from my dad for Father's Day. He's a big wrestling guy. And then, yep, this is the last in the, that I got from that particular section. SpongeBob Plug and Play game. I have not tested this to see if it works, but I'm hoping it does. It feels like there's batteries in there, so hopefully it's not corroded. What year did this come out, actually? 2004. Holy cow. But yeah, I've been keeping an eye out for these plug-and-play things, because I think they make, like, whenever I could stream, get some streaming capabilities going, I think these would be pretty fun to stream. Or at the very least, make a silly video about it. And then we picked up some comic books. I'll quickly go through these, so that way we're not here forever. And we're already at 12-minute mark. That's pretty funny. The Blood Sword. This is like some martial art, foreign country comics. I got one of those, but I mean, why not? But yeah, just go through these pretty quickly. Gambit. I'm a big Gambit guy. It's my favorite Marvel hero. This one just seemed interesting. All of these were really like 25% off. 25 cents. Ultra Klutz. Totally not Ultraman. I love these really older parody comics. Like, look at this Superman. Like, just look at these guys. Like, the Flash smoking a cigarette. Just doing silly stuff. Ice Age on the World of Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I keep forgetting there is actually Magic the Gathering comic books. The Max, I have been keeping an eye out for the Max comics. This is number 4. The kitty cat's in the checks box there. Being a cat. Are you being a kitty cat? We got Outlanders. Another part of the those martial arts comics. Some of these were like really random. Like, I just picked them up on a whim. Malibu Comics. They're the people who did the really bad Street Fighter comics. Car Warriors. Look at this man. He's ready. He's ready to go. Another martial arts comic, I believe. And then how could I not pick up the Fish Police? Like, look at this guy. Just look at this. It's just goofy. Now, probably for the best pickup at this trip, at this particular spot, is all these mangas were $2 a piece because they had the purple tag off. This is the only one that's not like the others. Camp School Defenders. It just looked really goofy, so it's like, why not? It's number one too. But yeah, I saw all these Ramen One Half mangas, and I've been wanting to get into it because I'm a big fan of Inuyasha, but I never really looked too much into the Ramen One Half. And I saw all these, and I got 1 and 2 already. I got like the big book thing that they came out with of Ramen One Half, but you know, I think this is a good start to go ahead and starting to get into the Ramen One Half mangas. I mean, obviously, it's all random numbers, but hey, you know, it's just one less I have to worry about later on. 13, 18, 19, 25, 33, 34. Plus, they're all in really good shape. There was a couple more mangas over there, but unfortunately, I did set myself a budget of sorts. And I really didn't have much of. Like, I was carrying all this in my hand, so despite the say, you know, I couldn't carry all of it. But it was more of a budget thing, truth be told. But no, yeah, Ramen One Half. I think this is a pretty good thing. They're probably the best find, like I said, in this whole adventure I had. From the creator of Inuyasha. Even though this came before Inuyasha. But yeah, this was just a random little haul. Once again, you know, there was no video really attached to it because from now on, up until I get those camera glasses I'm thinking about getting, or have to do some research on what particular ones, I'm just going to start doing it, like, have this format like this where I'll just show off, like, the goods that I've picked up recently. Once I get enough interesting stuff to make a video for. And no GameCube games this time, unfortunately. I wonder if I should change the name GameCube Hunting to just Thrift Hunting or something. Who knows. But anyway, this has been Dish of My Pal, and this has been just random stuff.